You can kind of see the leaves starting to change up there. Yeah, the next week or two will be very beautiful in Utah. We are on the mini no-tune QRP, guys. NFED half wave. Thanks for joining me. My name is Forrest. Callsign KI7QCF. This will be a shorter activation. My dream is to say that and be dead serious at the beginning of like a 5-hour activation video. Things just go that poorly. But kind of a surprising, maybe surprising, I meant to say exciting activation, but maybe some of you guys are about to be surprised. We are not going to be on the TR-35, but we are going to be on a Penntek that I just built. And I feel extremely lucky that I was able to find one of these. I found a friend that had a kit lying around that was willing to sell me his kit. And he sold it to me for what he paid. And this was a really atop the list of radios I desired, because I do love the TR-45 so much. I think it has arguably, it's up there. And if I stack rank my rigs by CW receive, that Penntek TR-45 is, I mean, sometimes I get bored at home and I just kind of put a little paper clip on this BNC and I pick up North Korean television stations. That's how good this receiver is. It's pretty remarkable. I tell you what, this might be my easiest build of all time. The only reason I might say it's easier than the CFT1 is because I did get this, unbeknownst to me, I got it with pre-wound toroids, which made me feel a little guilty. I almost unwound them to say that I actually built this guy. Just kidding. You still build a radio if the toroids are pre-wound. But I tell you what, for it being the easiest build, it might have, I think it took me longer than my last QMX that I built, and I'm being dead serious. And it is because I got really cocky and I thought I could kind of just sprint it. And I did sprint it. I went really fast. Let's wait for this car to pass. And made some very critical mistakes. Not critical enough to break the radio. I guess we're about to find out. But I spent more time going back and trying to desolder things that I screwed up on this rig than all my other rigs combined. Very, very frustrating. So I ended up flipping these switches. So this is a very tangible on-off. This is like you guys know what they're called. They're just different types of switches. There's a 16 pin that connects the upper board to the lower board. I soldered it upside down. I am very lucky I only had about 5 pins soldered when I noticed. Had I done all 16, I would have been in big, big, big trouble. And not the fault of my friend, but this BNC was completely broken off, the 2 joints. So I'm actually very concerned about the long-term durability of this BNC. I am going to want to swap it out at some point, because in trying to repair it, I actually damaged it worse. And you can't tell there, but I did kind of melt the insulator on the inside. But I got to get going because my camera doesn't have a ton of batteries. So we're going to see if I can activate Uinta National Forest, hopefully quickly before the camera dies. And we're going to see if I get my first ever QSO on this radio I just built. So thanks for joining me. Let's see how it goes. I want to try to get you guys an angle that doesn't suck. So, first things first, let's throw our BNC in there. Let's see if our BNC breaks off. Oh, we're good. I think this is the right adapter. I hope it is. I think that looks good. Let's get our speaker in. Speaker goes on this side. that shadow will be anyway. Yeah, I don't know if you guys will be able to see that in the light. Yeah, I'm going to put you guys back over here. Sorry, you're not going to hear the radio, but that's okay. This is so funny. It actually reminds me so much of my 45 because my sidetone is so loud. There is a sidetone adjustment within it, not on the side like the TR-45, but what's funny with my TR-45 is even when I get it all the way down, it's still pretty loud. So we're on 14.063. Oh, and I don't have my memories in, so you guys are going to hear me calling CQ all day. No way. I'm in a CW Innovations class, and this is my instructor. This is Bob, my buddy Bob. So Bob, you are my first ever QSO on my TR-35, buddy. That's pretty special. I was trying to say see you tonight, but I spaced it really poorly and Bob said goodbye, so that's okay. But that's why I'm in his class, so I can learn how to rack too. That's pretty sweet. Was I saying CQ POTA before? Alright, well I think my radio works. I'm just waiting for that first 599 signal. Hopefully out east. Lots of relief, guys. I had some pretty frustrating moments during the build where I almost felt like the project was scrapped. Sorry, the side tone is so loud. Let me just see if I can. Yeah, I'm really relieved it's working. I legit like melted my BNC pretty good. Reminds me of my TR-35 so much. And the keyer speed's so funny on these. I'm like 18 words per minute and it sounds like 22. So I haven't gotten out east yet, which is a little concerning. I think that's my buddy Ben. All I know is I heard KI7K, so I think it's Ben. He's sending a lot slower than he normally does. So that makes me doubt that it's him, but he could be just super savvy knowing that if he's that weak, he should send slower. Yeah, see, Steve is even so weak there. It's my antenna. Now he's strengthening up. The sidetone is so deafening, I'll literally adjust it every time. Steve will like that I'm on my Pico single. Great to get the park to park. I hope the sidetone's not just horrible for you guys. But this is exactly my experience with the TR-35. I love the rig so much. But to pull out weak signals, I got to go full RF gain, full volume, and then I destroy myself with sidetone. Now I can adjust the sidetone, right? But on my TR-45, even at the lowest setting, if I'm full volume here, like for example, I can't have headphones in. It's that deafening. Yeah, I screwed my configuration up a little bit. If I'm up here the way I want to be, I'm booming out east, and so far every one of my QSOs, like Steve in Missouri is my furthest east QSO, and he was the weakest. So that goes to show. So Ben just texted me, that's a good sign. just realized my antenna's kind of fallen. I'm going to pick it back up. Save my spots there. What's going on with my pull up? My pull up is like where's my buddy Mike? sweet. Okay guys, we're park activated. So my camera's gonna die in like T-minus a minute, so. Well, that was pretty crazy timing. I think I said my camera's gonna die T-minus something and it crashed, or it died, the battery died. So that was perfect timing. We got our 10 QSOs relatively quickly, got the park activated. Really fun to do it on the new TR-35. I quickly want to share my thoughts on this radio. The receiver is phenomenal. This is like a dream come true for a QRP rig for me. I'm really grateful to live in a world where there continues to be CW innovation. And, you know, I want to continue to have access to kits that I can build, because there is nothing more satisfying than activating POTA CW with homebrew, home-built equipment. It feels so cool. So I'm really grateful. A buddy told me he had a kit he was willing to sell me, and I was able to assemble this despite many challenges during the build. For someone that's built as many rigs as I have, this is my 4th rig now. It should have been a lot easier had I just followed instructions and if I had been more patient. But after all is said and done, it's everything I wanted. It works great. I quickly want to comment on the sidetone issue. I have a theory with my TR-45 that it just needs some calibration internally, where I'm able to adjust the sidetone volume down at full volume. Because right now at full volume, my sidetone doesn't, if I'm at full like actual audio volume and RF gain, the sidetone volume independently, it cannot go further down than what is already a really deafening noise. So I just want to do some internal calibration on my TR-45, see if I can just get something adjusted to where I can turn my sidetone all the way down if I have full volume and RF gain, and then turn it all the way up. And this similarly has an internal, I forget what the part's called, but it's just a little screw, and I think I'm gonna just adjust it down so that when I am full volume, the sidetone is really good, not deafening, because like you saw, I had to keep adjusting. So that's an internal adjustment here, and normally on the TR-45 it's not, but I think I need to get inside of mine and mess with it. But really fun. Thanks for joining me, guys. See you next time.